Hey, everybody. I wanted to apologize for the last broadcast. And you're saying you're going to apologize for something that you said? Fuck no. Fuck no. I do not apologize for content.
Swerve.
No, that's right. I don't apologize. But the connection that I had was worse than Chuck Woolery's love connection. It was weak sauce. And so it was cutting in and out. So I took all weekend to redo everything here, and this is what you end up with: my fucking fat face in high definition. So you should be so pleased that I went to the trouble of doing this. You can see the individual hairs, and let me wait. Oh, not down there. I'm sorry. All right, but you get an idea. You see much more definition about this ugly massage chair that's back to my right, and the old chair. This is the right here, the old Moohead chair that used to.
Did you see my comment in the last video about that?
Yeah, I see everything.
I said,
right.
Which one are you gonna fall out of next?
Yeah, but I choose to ignore it. That's all, because it's just like you on the program in general. This is the way life goes here, folks. Hi to the few people who have found their way to the chat room. So I see Stephen Rose. He said, I'll be home in 15 minutes, driving my sister to her friends. He pimped out his sister. I don't believe it. All right.
Who would do that to a family member?
Stephen would. Derek would. I mean, this is the basis of.
I played the fifth.
And Jay Morgan is in the chat room. This is going to be a slow show. I get the feeling it's going to be a slow show, so I'm going to liven things up right off the bat. This show is about a Browns fan's perspective on the Super Bowl. And, if I had to talk about the Super Bowl just based on its own merits, I'd have to go into a fit of narcolepsy. I mean... I'm dead serious when I say I paused the game long enough on my DVR to have this much, on the timeline so I could avoid the halftime show. That was the first thing. I figured, if Maroon 5 doesn't want to talk to the press, I don't want to see Maroon 5. So, fast forwarded right through halftime. That was really groovy movies. And I knew I could do that because I knew it would be a close game because nobody was doing anything. And it was like... it was sleep-inducing. Now,
it was so bad. My mother switched over to Victoria on PBS.
Oh my God! I'm so sorry.
Wow.
Better than my mom, who went to bed as soon as it started.
Oh no! Don't. I mean, something. Derek is upset with his mother today, Brittany. No, you're not going there. Brittany's shaking her head going, I'm not going there.
Listen, I'll gladly stay after and tell you the whole story. Trust me, you'll be on my side.
Oh, man. I don't know. I mean,
yes, I know every kid says that, but
I know. And believe me, I had more than my fair share of mother problems when I was your age. I think it's a natural kind of thing, and I don't get personal about stuff like this. But seriously, is she a MILF?
Oh,
okay.
I don't know why I'm on here anymore.
Moving right along.
Okay, now that's out of my system.
That sucking sound would be Derek's penis back into his body.
He was like, I don't think that I'd be the one to judge. Okay, I get it. You should use her picture as an avatar, and I'll let you know what I think. Okay. One of those special pictures,
I'll take a picture as soon as she starts yelling again.
Oh God, no, thank you. I really don't want that picture. I mean, it's like,
if he wanted that, he could have married a nice Jewish girl.
There, you got that right. Maybe the second time's a charm. 6 minutes past 6 o'clock. You've got it tuned to the podcast that's about nothing until now. I'm watching this Super Bowl, and I'm saying to myself, what if the Browns were in this game? What if it were the Browns playing? And I know the Browns wouldn't win. I know that. But the thing is, gosh, it seemed a lot more attainable while watching this game that if the Cleveland Browns hired the right defensive coordinator for a change and actually got some defensive talent, that Baker Mayfield is way better than Jared Goff. I mean,
amen.
I'm just sitting there looking at this and saying, you know, Baker wouldn't have been held to 3 fucking points in a game. It just wouldn't happen. And the only time that Goff even tried to throw downfield, he threw a Zeppelin into the hands of the Patriots in the closing minutes of the game. What in the fuck was that?
Did you see where how his feet and his hips were when he threw that ball, though?
Out of alignment?
Yeah, he was completely like trying to throw it with all arm, flat-footed, essentially.
Yeah,
not driving the ball at all.
You really saw the lack of arm, is what you saw. That was Andy Dalton-esque, all right? And that's the reason why a guy like that, his mechanics have to be just perfect. And the ball just floated up there, and anyone could have caught that. I mean, my goodness. I honestly believe that, you know, half of the Browns' released receiving core could have caught that ball. So, you know, then the game's over and you're done, and that's all. And it never got better for the Rams. I was saying, as a Browns fan, you know, I was talking out loud and saying, hey, to all the Rams fans, congratulations for making it this far. Breathe and take it all in. It's going to be a long fucking time until you see this again. All right. Not that I'm bitter that they were there, okay?
Karma. That's why they lost.
My goodness. I'm trying to figure out why Roxanne muted her mic when I asked Derek the question about his mother. I don't know. I think she was offended. I'm sorry if I offended you, Roxanne. I'm sorry.
I do not condone any of this.
Okay. Well, how old are you, Roxanne? I mean, does the term MILF offend you? Is that the is that the part of it that's offensive?
Well, if I were a mother, I'd like to think that I was fuckable.
Oh, you wouldn't be a mother if you weren't. It's like, hello.
I guess you have a point there.
Yes, I do.
I don't know. These days with artificial insemination.
I've had a point before and I'll have a point again. Now leave that out of it. We're talking about MILFs on Moohead Radio. I'm your host, Mr. Moohead.
Yeah, what's the Super Bowl? Never heard of that.
Yeah, and coming up later on the program, Name That MILF. we'll be showing still photos of some of the most remarkable.
Well, I can think of 2 Rams cheerleaders that never have to worry about that problem.
Who?
The 2 guys.
Oh.
How dare you assume their gender? Just kidding.
Yeah, well, we know what their gender is. What their preference is, we don't know. You know.
Oh, it's
I heard
easy
it.
to
Tell
tell.
me the pom-poms. It's like...
Yeah, we got 2 gay male cheerleaders at my school.
Yeah.
It's scary.
The one thing that we can say, though, with certainty about Roxanne is that she stays young by collecting dolls. That much we do know. And we know that Brittany stays young by waiting for Steven to show up. Like we're all doing, perpetually waiting for that, waiting for Godot, Samuel Beckett, for those people who are literary, right? And Rick's nodding his head. He says, yes, I'm into existentialism, Mr. Moohead. I'm into
every day.
I know the concept of being and nothingness. Ow, I'm into that. So,
by the way, how about Rick switching up the head?
Somehow.
Yeah, last night, Los Angeles Rams playbook, nothingness.
Nothingness is right. I mean,
they didn't even get to the red zone.
And not only that, I mean, I thought they were supposed to feature Gurley. All right.
He had 10 carries for 35 yards in that game, but yet they claimed that his knee or whatever injury he had was completely fine.
Well, I mean,
I'm
look,
calling
they
bullshit.
said they're going to feature him. And, you know, the only featured girlies were the 2 cheerleaders. No, we're not. No. I'm sorry. I shouldn't do things like that.
Or Adam Levine.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
So at any rate, I'm watching this game and I'm saying, you know, what separates the Browns from being in the Super Bowl, obviously, is a defense. And again, I thought it was going to be 37-13. I knew that the Rams could not score with the Patriots. I just didn't think that the Patriots would be held to that low a score. And kudos to the defense, with the exception of the one long pass to Gronkowski. Really, I mean, it wasn't like it was an action Super Bowl, you know, for the Patriots either, until the very end of the game, when it seemed like the running plays started slamming up the gut, because it looked to me as if the Rams were just taking more fatal chances at the end of the game. And they were getting long runs from the line of scrimmage and running the clock out. I'm sitting there watching this game and I'm saying, you know, if we had any kind of a defense whatsoever with the kind of quarterback that we have, you know, you just get yourself one good, consistent, game-breaking wide receiver, all right, to go with your really good running back. You got your good third down, catch the ball, Duke Johnson guy, and you should really eliminate of Duke being a regular carry the ball in the backfield guy. He should be the guy who is part of a package, right? Comes in and he can be a decoy or he can be thrown to, and he can spread the field in kind of a spread alignment. He does have, I would work him out more as a receiver and have him run more outside time patterns. That's what I would do to Johnson.
Is anybody else having trouble hearing him?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, is that just
Why?
me or? There,
No.
here, talk for a minute.
For a minute. What's going on?
Okay.
Yeah, the sound just keeps cutting in and out. A lot of reverb.
Yeah, did you by any chance nick one of those cables or something? Because the way you're talking, it's you're cutting in and out.
That's weird. Because
And our panel has been cut in half.
Yeah, I think they thought it was them. Because I thought it was me too.
That's really strange. Let me go to the live broadcast. Hold on a sec, because that shouldn't be happening at all. Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec.
Yeah, Brian, it wasn't you.
Nope.
And now the panel's back. We're having some technical difficulties here.
Oh, my laptop overheated, so it wasn't you.
Well,
guys.
no, he's having issues too.
No, I got completely knocked out of the Hangout.
And now it looks like he's froze.
No.
Oh.
Frozen? I'm not.
Oh, no.
I'm trying to.
Yeah.
That's funny. Now mine works and his doesn't.
Yeah. Well, his was chopping up the whole time when you guys got out.
Because
I asked Rick, I said, is it just me? And he said, no, it's happening to him too. So it's something, I don't know what's happening.
Well, we could just get into all kind of mischief right now.
Oh, yeah.
You're listening to WMOO, Moohead Radio. We make shit up so you don't have to.
There you go.
Ta-da.
Moohead, you're cutting off bad. Okay. Every Patriot wide receiver was covered all game. Only one who was able to get open was Edelman. Even Brady threw that long pass to Gronk. There were 3 defenders on him.
All right, yeah, now in the live chat, Moohead's icon here is of him, what looks like getting a blowjob, but instead of his live self. So,
no, his finger's getting gnawed on by his dog.
Oh, is that what that is?
I was like, that's the weirdest blowjob I've ever seen.
Oh, let me look close. Oh, yeah, he is. I totally missed that.
All right, well,
Now he's gone.
He just disappeared.
Oh man, now it's just us.
The inmates have taken over the asylum. That can't be good.
Oh,
You know, here's the worst part. I don't even remember what we were talking about.
This stupid football game last night, where the highlight was when the announcers got excited about the record punt that was kicked.
Yeah.
Leave the gate open.
Well, and then Goff predictably choking at the end.
Now, Goff rhymes with cough.
Yeah. 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 I mean, as much as you want to say that game was boring, though, it was a defensive masterpiece.
Moohead Radio, join the video call. Hallelujah. Maestro, are you there? Hey, Phil's in here.
He's not talking either.
No.
He was earlier.
His picture.
Hey, guys.
Hey, there you are.
What's
All
going
right.
on?
It kicked me off, and then I tried to refresh, and then
Yep,
bunch
moves
of
off
stuff.
again.
Wi-Fi computer, which ironically is now working better than Moohead's.
Yeah.
Normally, I can't do a hangout at all on this computer.
It's weird because he was coming in so crystal clear. It was,
No,
Yeah.
you know.
And then all of a sudden,
Steven
boom.
doesn't sing. Well, also sing when you're drunk.
Yeah.
Lay off the wine. Your neighbors will thank you.
Mm-hmm. Why does Steven say I sing in my sleep?
Sounds like a
hell's up
personal
with that?
problem.
Just singing in his bed would sound creepy.
You, Roxanne, you asked him if he sings. So he said, I sing in my sleep.
Moose says it says I have no connection on Hangouts. Well, what the hell you want us to do?
The show must go on. All right, Derek, entertain us.
Yeah. We don't need no stinking teleprompter. Make something up.
Well,
It says
I know you're good at improvising, Derek. I know.
the only thing I could say, I mean, if you still want to talk about the game, the only thing I can say, no matter how pissed off you are that the Patriots won another
It's
one,
now the Biscuit Show. Frizz Biscuit.
the only thing you
Sapo.
can say
Yeah.
is you got to respect them, though. I mean, you can't
The
deny.
Antichrist.
Yeah.
I have to say that I've never seen Beelzebub after a Super Bowl. He was aggravating self. Moo is in the chat. Yes, he is.
I'll say this. Never in my wildest dreams did I think that game, the score was going to be 13-3 with the only touchdown coming in the third quarter. That's
and
crazy.
Brittany is the one that actually nailed the score.
Nuh-uh. Really? Did you pick the Patriots too?
I think so.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
She'll tell us in the chat.
Yeah.
She's
That's
not.
Hey
crazy.
Moo, I reposted the Hangout link, so maybe that'll work. I don't know.
Yeah, Jay Morgan's talking about the halftime show. I agree. I think it was terrible. Travis Scott, being a young
But how
person.
about that halftime show?
Yeah, being a young person, Travis Scott is liked a lot in the rap game, I guess you could say, as far as with young people. But I thought all the ways around, I thought that was